this is story time. A series where I want to share with you my experiences and my career, if you can say that, especially as a starting filmmaker. I'm only 2 years in the business now. I've had a lot of great experience so far. So what I want to touch on today is my story on how I shot Alan Walker at a German EDM festival. With little to no experience at any festival shoots, I got this job about 2 years ago, I think, and that was kind of a kickstart for me. So how did this happen? So I was working in this cafe, in this big cafe in Frankfurt, Germany, my hometown. It was in summer, it was really hot. I had to carry all these plates. I dropped some, that was really embarrassing, and so yeah, shitty job. I didn't like it at all. This was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do, of course, do my filming stuff, and at this time, I was just really either doing film for fun or doing minimal projects for friends and family, which earned me maybe $100, but none more. One day there was these two guys sitting there in the cafe, and they had this big camera. It was like an FS7 or something big, red size big, if you know what I mean. Of course that caught my attention because, I'm always interested in cameras, and especially if I see people who are filming, that's always in my head. I think, wow, they're doing the same thing I want to do, but I'm not doing it right now. I want to do it. So it always interests me. How can they do it? This is still to this day like that. If I see anything that I want to do with other people, I don't get jealous. I really just get interested, and I want to ask them how they did it. And so I was, cleaning tables, carrying around my plates, walked around a few times, and I saw them, actually gave them some drinks, and then I finally decided to talk to them, which was, I won't regret that. I really walked up to them and just said, hey, first I actually heard they weren't talking German, so then I knew, of course, they had to speak English. That's also a point to consider, which also leads me to the guess that they're internationally working, which is even more a thing that I want to do. So yeah, walk up to them, ask them just straight, hey guys, I saw this camera, super interested in what are you doing? And they're like, yo, we're shooting for this one festival, Big City Beats World Club Dome. If you know it, you know it. So I was talking a little bit with them, and then I said, yo, I'm doing the same thing. Oh yeah, I also had my website at that time, so I showed them my website on my phone. So yeah, he said really good stuff, man. And I was like, yeah, damn, thank you. So of course I was like, yo, if there's any time you need help in any project, hit me up, I will help, and I'll shoot with you for sure. So they got they took my business card and got my contact. I showed them a few places where they can drone, because they needed drone footage from Frankfurt. Then I never saw them again. So time goes by, half a year, maybe 6 months, 9 months. Then I get this text. Yo, it's Frank. We have this festival in Germany. It's called New Horizons. Do you wanna come help us out as a second or third or fourth camera or whatever? I was like, yo, this is the message I've been waiting for it. No, I haven't been waiting for it. I totally forgot. I mean, it's been 6 months or more. I just did not expect anything to come back. So yeah, we figured all out. I booked a train ticket, and then the day finally came. Went there at the train. These guys picked me up at the train station, their car. Super nice guys. So it turned out to probably one of the greatest weekends I had to this date. Non-stop shooting. So first time got to the festival, just looking around. It hasn't started yet. Daylight, just looking around. And we started shooting all day. Started shooting till 3 a.m. Got back to the house. It was probably 4 a.m. Slept till 12. Had food, had breakfast, edited. Second day and day 3. Dude, it sounds exhausting, but this is what I like. This is the stuff I want to do. Shooting all day, having this cool atmosphere, and with all different content creators, and they were all so cool. I did have this all access band because we were shooting there probably. So I took the chance and just went to the main stage. They let me in. I was surprised, and that was my little Sony a6500. So I got on stage and it was Alan Walker performing. Holy crap. He was right there. And I was shooting. There was no one else shooting, just like, you know, some random videographers, of course, catching some shots with their reds and whatever. In the end, they allowed me to use the video footage that I shot, which was great, of course. With that, I could, you know, create my little reel that I could show clients. And so even though I lost money from it, like those $60 for the train tickets, it was so worth it because I had this festival shoot now. I had this thing in my portfolio that I could show people. They were like, yo, is that Alan Walker? Is that Alan right there? Damn. And it really is like that. So, yeah, do shit for free. So the point of the story is not, wow, I shot Alan Walker, but it is take your chances, like get brave and dare to like ask people anything you want, and it's just get out of your comfort zone. That is so crucial. We have a podcast out too. It is on iTunes and Spotify. It's also about that, filmmaking, but also how do we get that job, how do we get this job. Tips and tricks that help you in your general life to make you a better person. Go watch the podcast, link below, and I talk to you in the next video. Peace out, guys.